What's up, everybody? Leanne here from Bookedin.com, appointment scheduling. And today I'm hanging out with Clara Ruiz. She's the owner of Pronoia 1111 Skincare from Miami, Florida.
Hey, how are you guys? I'm glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, it's awesome to have you here. And yeah, I'm excited. Today we're going to do a little bit of a case study about you, about your spa, and just how you use our tool Bookedin to get the job done. Yeah, so let's start us off. Just tell us a little bit about how you got started.
Well, I've been an esthetician for about just a little under 11 years now. I had tried to start my business prior to, ended up just working in a corporate skincare facility. And just from there, I just didn't feel like I was able to kind of grow from there. So I kind of ventured out. There was other treatments that I wanted to do that weren't being offered where I was at. So I just decided to expand and just start my own thing.
Oh, amazing. And so 11 years, 11.
Yeah, basically, yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, that you noticed that.
A lucky year for you, despite the craziness of this year.
Really crazy, yeah.
Let's just bank on the good.
Exactly.
Well, congrats on that and just
Thank
going
you.
out on your own. That's amazing.
Thank you.
So kind of think back to that time when you went out on your own and you kind of started looking for something to help you manage your appointments. Do you remember kind of that struggle? What was it that you were experiencing?
Well, I started out, I just didn't know what to use. I was just kind of like, what do I knew there was booking apps out there, but I wasn't really familiar because since I'd never had to use them. So, it was always done for me. So I just kind of stumbled upon Bookedin like by accident, to be honest with you. I had actually looked into someone else's profile and the link was in their profile and I clicked on it and I was like, oh, this is perfect. And I kind of like looked into it, went on the website and looked at it and I was like, this is something cool. And then on top of it, I realized that you guys like also added like where you could take payment on there too. So for me, that was awesome because for deposits and stuff like that, it really works.
Oh, great. So your clients pay right when they book then online?
For some services, they do deposits and others, they don't need to, put a deposit down. But yeah, but it works out in that case. It really helps.
Okay. Yeah. And so looking at someone else's setup, that's interesting. So
yeah.
When you were researching, did you kind of go through a bunch of other options or kind of made you pick Bookedin over other things available?
People had mentioned others, even while I was already on Bookedin. I had looked at others, but I'll be honest with you, I've just been very comfortable already, that everything else is either comparable or is different. And the differences are things that I don't really care for. Mm-hmm. So that's why I've always just stuck with Bookedin.
Oh, nice. Okay. So let's talk more like statistics stuff. You've got your business, you went out on your own, and you're using this new app. Did you notice anything specific that was helped, say more clients, more time, more revenue? Like, is there a specific thing that it helped?
Well, more specifically, speaking of like what's going on right now, it's helped a lot. It's helped a lot with that. I didn't have the link put into anything just yet. I would only give it to specific clients of mine.
Okay.
But and that was because for some reason, I don't know what it was, that I just really liked control over my book like that. But most recently, because it's been getting a lot busier, I've given the link out. I've posted it, which is what, now I have it on my website so people can just directly book from there. And it makes life so much easier for me. And actually even financially, yes, because the way I was doing my invoices before for payments for deposit was a little bit different. And now they can do it directly through the website when they book their reservations. So, which is a lot easier for me too, versus like having to like write out an invoice for them and them having to, I guess what I'm trying to say is like it does financially, yes, because even people that I haven't spoken to in the past can just go on the website, and if they want to book, they just put their deposit there and versus where I think people were kind of shy to kind of ask, you know, so now they're just kind of like, okay, whatever. And it's easier.
Yeah. So you're getting busier now with, you know, the lockdown and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh. Ever since we opened up back here, it's been a lot busier.
Really? Oh, that's fantastic. That's good to know. Yeah. There was all the worry of, oh, will people will they be scared? So
I have a few that have been a little scared, you know, and but they're, even the way they're taking precautions is like, I just want to be the first one of the day before anybody's in there, you know, which is fine, and I'll accommodate them. But yeah, it's really funny that I guess people realized during that time that they weren't able to really do anything. So now they're trying to take advantage, you know, that everything's open. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the clients themselves too, they can, yeah, if they're worried, they can pick the 9 a.m. or, you know, the very first slot.
Right.
Now that you launched the online booking, the link is on your Instagram, you've got it plastered all over the website and stuff like that. Have the clients noticed the new process, had any like feedback for you now that it's online booking is more available?
Well, it's funny because I just had mentioned to you earlier that I just got my MacBook, and it's because my other computer had broke, and in the middle of me trying to update the website. So I call them guests. My guests had actually had their heads up that I was going to put the online booking, because I had told them it's coming soon. And then my computer broke in the middle of me updating my website. So I told them it's coming just now. So then when I got it up, everyone was super excited. Just because sometimes, you know, people, even though I try to pre-book while they're in my suite, sometimes people don't know their schedule. So sometimes they do have to book later on. And I think for them, sometimes it's easier because too, since I'm a lot with other guests, sometimes it takes me a while to answer them. So for them, it's easier to just go online, book it, and that's it, you know, and then they, you know, it shortens that, you know, that period of time where they're like, okay, well, does she have the time or not? You know, so they can just do it. And I think it helps, and it helps us both, you know, that way I'm not like taking time from, you know, in between clients. I can just do other things.
Yeah, you're not having to like answer your phone as much.
Absolutely.
So kind of a last question. If you were to give some advice to like the other beauty salons, the other Claras of the world who are doing their own thing, launching their own business, what would you say to them? Like, what's your advice to someone like that?
Just to stay positive and don't, I think a lot of people tend to, like, when they see things not going right, they tend to like, just kind of like, I don't want to say give up, but they kind of just get stuck in this, like, I don't know what to do, but just keep pushing forward, you know? You know, we all start somewhere. We all start somewhere, and then surround yourself with like-minded people that are going to help you and aren't scared to tell you, like, these are my suggestions, these are my recommendations, these are the tools that I use, and the tools that help me, you know, because some people always see other people as competition, and instead of that, nope, we're here to work together, you know. And I'm very pro small business owners. I love it, especially nowadays. I feel like they're coming out more, the small businesses, so I'm very pro, like, yeah, go out and do your own thing. And you know, I give people, even Bookedin, like I constantly, I'm like, this is what I use, and it really helps me a lot. So I've had a couple of other, I also teach, I don't know if I mentioned that to you before, I teach classes. So I always give them a list of information and things that I use, and I tell them, you know, as far as booking apps, this is what I use.
Oh, great. Wow. Well,
Yeah.
if you ever, thank you. If anyone ever comes from those referrals, we give a free month to both of you. So if there's any that you know of that we haven't given you your free month, let me know. I'll make sure
Absolutely.
that's awarded. And yeah, we're trying to, you know, find more people like you out there. So it's awesome to know you're recommending us. And
yes.
Yeah. So that's it. I'm so amazed by all of this information, and just want to thank you so much for like sharing all of your knowledge. And yeah, anything else you wanted to add before we jump off?
No, I think that's it.
Well, thanks, Clara, and all the best to you and your salon. And I'm just thrilled to hear about your very busy season ahead of you.
Thank you.
Stay strong, girl.
Thank you. And thank you for the invitation. I appreciate it.